Good grief, it's been hard work tonight already. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. I'm going to go straight to the game because it's not been the best of starts tonight. There we go. Right, so obviously we're going to be doing the limited series for the red electric car. Immediately to one positive thing, two negative things. I think everyone knows I've been pretty impressed with this release, in terms of what they've done in terms of the changes, specifically to the refresh rates. The user experience is so much better. They seem to have dropped the ball here. Um, but before we go on to that, we'll do what it seems they've been listening to people. So one of the things I noticed immediately is they've only got 10 tiers. Um, so Aaron C. John says, hello. Hello, Aaron. Thanks for coming back. Thank you very much for offering some advice. Obviously, that did work. Thank you. Um, very much appreciated. So the 10 tiers to me is a reaction to the fact that people have been complaining on new cars, you only get 3 hours worth of free servicing. But typically, we've had a couple of new cars limited series that have taken 4 hours. So I might be wrong there, but I'm going to take positives out of that. The bit that's negative is as soon as I went into it, I didn't get instant servicing and I didn't get instant upgrades. That caused me massive problems. Apparently, I just needed to reset the game. The other thing, obviously, that you guys have reported on is the fact that the game is saying you needed to have completed the Electric Dream to get the 40% discount. Apparently, that's not the case. Both of those things point to not so much poor coding, it points to poor testing, which is a shame. But there we go. These things happen. We're back, we're playing. Um, now, the car. Now, as I said, because it's 40%, I'm tempted to fully upgrade the car. So I've obviously checked. So apparently you need to upgrade the car to 95.1. I've currently got it at 84.8. Typically, that would normally be free across the board if it was a non-electric car. With it being an electric car, there's only 6 engineering components rather than the 7. So my understanding is you can do it with 3, 3, 5, 3, 3, 3. With the discount, that's a total cost of 280 gold and a total R dollar cost of just over 1.4 million. Um, I'm tempted to fully upgrade this car because on top of winning it, you can then complete the series it's in and complete the exclusive series, which is 120 gold. So that was my goal. But then I thought I fell foul. Oh, look, it's back now. Weird. Weird. It's all weird. I fell foul of the fact that it wasn't doing an instant upgrade, but now it is. So I'm literally going to apply all the upgrades. Because, in case you haven't figured out yet, I play slightly different from most people. For me, it's not always about doing it the cheapest way. It's about doing it the way that results in you being able to complete as much of the game as possible. And I don't think we're going to get an opportunity again for a while to get this car fully upgraded. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Look at that. Even the final upgrade is still 219 gold. But obviously that's a lot better than 365. Boom. We've got a car fully upgraded, even though we don't own it. But don't worry. We will. We will. And do you know what? We might own it in quicker time than what we do normally because there's only 10 tiers. Right, at least we can get on then. Sorry about that earlier, but these things happen. So Truing Ufnig says, "What in the world is going on with Real Racing 3?" I don't know. I would put it down, unfortunately, to a lack of testing. Testing is very important. It's a typically forgotten skill that always gets missed off. And all you have to do is watch sometimes when I don't prep my stuff properly in terms of streaming. Testing is very important. So Aaron C. John says, when I heard the 40% discount is there anyway, I didn't think twice to get the car. Turing Offney says 15 dropped to 10 tiers. Well, Turing, for me, this is because, again, if you've watched my streams, my biggest complaint has been on the new cars where you've only got 3 hours worth of free servicing. You can't complete the limited series on a brand new car. Whereas at least I believe you probably could have completed that in 3 hours. Aaron C. John says the races are short as well. Fantastic. I probably won't do it in one go, but I probably will take it to 75%. Ayaka Yokotar says, hi, Mr. Tony. I just say hi. I'm on my way home. Okay, well, it's very nice to say hi. Good to see you again. Safe journey home. Chewing Uffney says, I wonder why. Well, I think it's because they've probably listened to us whinging or moaning. I know I've been whinging and moaning about the fact you've got 15 tiers, very long races, and you can't complete it in 3 hours. Aaron C. John says it took me a little more than an hour to complete. Well, bloody hell. If that happens, that's crazy. Right, okay. Let's apparently it might be a short stream. Let's get racing. So I've fully upgraded this car. My intention is to win it, and then over the coming days, I'll be racing the car in both its limited series and taking the series it's in to 100%. My goal now is down to 606, but I do think there's plenty of opportunity to get that back up. So let's go. So Turing has asked 3 hours. I thought it should be adjusted to 1 day. So again, what I've noticed over the past 3 updates is for a limited series for a car that's already in the game, you've got your 1 day. But for a brand new car, I have noticed you're only getting 3 hours. And as I said, I've seen that in the last 3 updates. So if they're trying to accommodate us by saying, well, we're not going to change the 3 hours, but we'll reduce the tiers, I'll take that. I'll take that. Still getting a bit used to it. So from what I remember, the yellow version of this car is that you do have to brake a little bit earlier. And it would appear to be the same with this car. But other than that, I'm not feeling a great deal of difference. Or indeed, wonder why there's two of them. There we go. We're on to winning ways. So Aaron C. John says the very last race is only 4 laps around Nürburgring. Okay, so that is very interesting. So that is very much a change from the last 2 updates where the new car that's been given a limited series. The limited series was very long and frankly a bit boring. So at least this one's going to be a quick one. I probably will split it into 2 streams, but whoa, look at that. 3% already. But I'll probably go 75%, 25%, and then I'll do a bit of racing in the series that it's in once I've won it. So the first race, and look at that, it is 1 lap. Got damage on the car already. No surprise there. Is it a full lap? Yes, it is. Just as well, as I'm only 4th at this moment in time. There we go, into first. So I'm sure none of you will be surprised to hear that I already prefer this car to the McLaren Speedtail. And if all they have to do is brake a little bit earlier and the grip is there, I'm perfectly happy with that. But yeah, definitely in the game, a few little niggles and bugs for sure. Bit disappointing, which, as I say, it's a shame because overall, I've quite liked this update. There we go. First. Poor old Turing's not having a good time. He says, if two cars are identical, many games will have a section called modification which switch from style to others. I'll be perfectly honest. I think these cars, they drive identically as far as I can tell. So I don't know why they've got two cars in other than the fact they were both very expensive. Maybe that, again, maybe going forward. I wonder if going forward whether they will do the discount regularly on a car in the game on a new update, or whether or not it's a one-off on the basis that these cars are so similar. But it's a good point, Truing. We shall have to wait and see on that one. Only time will tell. I will say this. I actually like this car. As an electric car goes, this is good. It's not as good as the Rimac Nevera, for sure. But I like it. I like the torque in it as well. That acceleration is amazing. I do feel slightly aggrieved that I felt that I had to win the other car, and then it turns out everybody gets the 40% discount. Now, obviously, that is an error on their part. It says to me poor testing, or rather insufficient testing. So, Turing has raised the fact that they've done this before with the Sparta cars, which is a good point. But again, with the Sparta cars, you use them, you race them, and then you put them away and never use them again. Again, we'll see if the same happens with these two cars. At the very least, I'd like a shorter name. Oh, tickly throat now. Excuse me. Sorry about this. Back in 1 second. Right. Hopefully, I'm back. Let's carry on racing. Hmm. Right, there we go. Easily won. Easily got first. Still got 60 seconds on the clock. This will probably be the longest race of this particular limited series. Okay. Still at 60 seconds. Oh, look at that. Just managed to get through. I don't need to worry too much about doing any more. I've already got first. And I'm going to go flying off here. Maybe not. I'll just stay behind him, I think. Let's move on. Now, Turing's obviously raised what it's cost me. Now, obviously, what I've done is I've fully upgraded the car. So I'll probably just explain why I've done it. There we go. Let's pause that there. So Turing has put total price for Nino after 40% discount is $2.3 million and 817 gold. That is correct. So it's not a cheap car, even with a discount. In fact, it's obviously crazy money. But the reason why I've done it, if I'll just come out and show you the potential rewards back. So first off, within the limited series, Does it show me? Oh, let's just come out. First off, in the limited shirt series, is that it? Selected? I don't really. I'm gonna get 75 gold. Then in that's weird. Then in the exclusive series, I'll get 120 gold. And finally, in pure performance, I'll be able to complete that and get 29 gold. So it's still expensive, but I don't think you're ever going to get it cheaper in the game. And if you were to get it any cheaper in the game, it would only be 50%. And I think we've seen from both this release and the previous update, 13.2, the only time that there were any 50% discounts was to do with a flash sale. In terms of your weekly time trial cars being on sale or with discounts, or indeed your online multiplayer car, they were only offering 35%. So I can't help but think those days have long gone. Now, they have done a couple of things to sort of balance that out. One is if you play the videos now, you get double your reward. But again, that does require effort to obviously get all those rewards. So there we go. So 10% completed. No surprise there, having done tier 1, and there's only 10 tiers. So we've got speed record, autocross, and cup, and the cup is only 3 laps around the E-circuit. We'll do the speed record first. It's Nürburgring. I guess it's it's just the sprint circuit. Let's see how we get on. There we go. Already got, I'm going to go flying off, but I have already got first place there. As always, I've damaged the car. If anything, this car feels a little bit more grippier than the other car, the sister car. Just make sure I haven't got traction control off, brake assist off, steering assist on low. That's fine. Just checking I hadn't flipped traction control back on in error. Suppose we should look what it's like inside. Let's have a look. Ooh. It's a bit different. I'd have to say I kind of like that car. I like this car. I mean, it's a good car. Just very expensive, even with a discount. So, Turing says, sorry for my madness, but thinking about many updates from EA really ruined my day. It's perfectly fine, Turing. Everyone is welcome to voice their opinion here. It's perfectly fine. I do understand what you're saying, but I'm a bit disappointed how this particular limited series has been released. And I've never had the issue where I didn't get the I don't think I've ever seen an autocross on Lime Rock Park. I think that's new, isn't it? I don't remember seeing it. Don't remember. I just don't remember starting an autocross on Lime Rock Park with viewing up the hill. Is it the first one? Surely not. It's been in the game quite a while. Like I say, I mean, As I said, overall, I like this update. I like the improvements they've made at the back end. It's a shame they didn't tell us about it. I would have liked to have known in advance that this limited series would only have 10 tiers. That would have made a lot more sense to me. I'm hoping they have done it in regard to the fact that people were complaining you're only giving us 3 hours of free servicing, yet it's going to take 4 hours to complete a 15 tier limited series. I like to think that's why they've done it. I don't know for sure. uh, I'm not happy by the fact that as soon as I open it up, I didn't have instant servicing and I didn't have instant upgrades. I've never had that be a problem before in the game. Obviously, it seemed to have been fixed just by restarting. So, okay, it's useful information to know for next time in case that becomes a regular thing. And also, obviously, what they've done is not coded the game properly from the point of view you can apply the 40% update to this car even if you have not won the sister car. So obviously that's an error, and I'd always put that down to poor testing. And it'd be one of those things where they tested, does it work? Yes, and not tested all the different scenarios. Whoa, don't look at the monitor. So I've got 3 laps to get round this pretty short circuit. 22 cars, but this is a fast track with lots of opportunity to overtake, even with my crazy driving. So I'm already in third. There we go. Now, the other thing I've always said as well is when you have short races, sometimes it can be hard to get first place. So it's always a lot easier to get first place the more laps you've got. So it'd be interesting if they've got any cups that involve, say, Melbourne on a short number of laps, or Laguna Seca on a short number of laps, or the motorcycle course at Daytona. If they've got either of those tracks in a cup competition and it's only 2 or 3 laps, that'll be quite hard to get first. I like this car. This car is okay to drive. As I said, once you realise you just got to brake a little bit earlier, the grip on this car is pretty good. And obviously the acceleration is top notch. Maybe it hasn't got the best top speed. But overall, I like the car. I mean, it would be nice if... Do you know what would be really nice? If all the cars only cost $R. The good old days. I remember when I first started playing this game, I was thinking, why are they giving me gold? But what do you use gold for? Right. There we go. 2 tiers done. 20%. Let's do the Hunter first. It's around Monza. So how far would... So 30 minutes. So in an hour, 40%. It Aaron C. John said he did it in an hour. How did he do it in an hour? Oh, Let's go. Okay, so into six, into fifth, a little bit over the grass. Why not, eh? Why not? Over the grass. Into third. Oh, there we go. Nice and easily done. Brake a little bit earlier because brakes aren't brilliant on this car. And then accelerate out. There we go. I mean, this should be no problem for me on the basis that I have fully upgraded the car. And I thought, you know what? Let's not wait around. Let's get it done. So Aaron C. John said, I think maybe it took me 1 hour 15 minutes. Okay, well that's pretty good. Lord Night Moon says hello, just completed within 1.5 hours. Also very good. Uh, and Troy says, whoa, Aaron C. John's literally speed running the completion. Indeed, indeed. So Truing says, I have to go now. So goodbye, everyone. Well, thank you for joining, Truing. Hope to catch you later. As always, thank you very much for your input. Enjoy the rest of your, I want to say day, but I guess it's nighttime quite late where you are. So yeah, catch you later. Right, I'm just cracking on through these now. I'm not going to do it in 1 hour 15 minutes, that's for sure. But put part one in. Feel a bit embarrassed now because I might even get it all done tonight. We'll see. On the corner, there we go. Hold it. Oops. A bit off there. 4 cars left in the battle, and I'm still sliding around all over the place. But I am winning. And now there's only 3 cars in the battle. Three. So Aaron C. John says, I cannot afford to fully upgrade this car. Oh well, not to worry. You have won it. And obviously you've won it at only a cost of 280 gold. So I mean, I'm sure there will be discounts on the car again. I just think it will end up being 35%. Because I'm sure it will be maybe in a couple of updates time. It'll be one of the main cars in either a weekly time trial or the online multiplayer tournament. Right, car needs servicing. It's free and it's instant for the time being. There we go. 25% reached. 10 gold reward. Oh dear. I think I talk too much. On to the Cup. National Circuit at Circuit of the Americas. Only 2 laps, and there we go. I think that's only 16 cars, though. That should be okay. We should get first relatively straightforward. Always around the outside, stay out of trouble. My sort of man was a bit aggressive then. Don't want to hear that. There we go, we're into first. Obviously, again, it's a little bit easier to do that when you've got your car fully upgraded. Okay, 1 lap down, 200 yards ahead of second. Let's crack on. There we go, into first by quite a while now. 500 yards ahead of second. Final lap. That's 3 tiers completed. That should be 30%. Let's see if it is. Tier 4 open. There we go, 30%. No surprise at that, if anyone can do maths. So, The Adventures of Two Dogs, Valentine and George says, "Good evening, Mr. Tony. Well done. You have managed to stay on the track for 70% of the time. I think you might find it was 65%. But thank you very much for saying hello in the chat, being cheeky as always. You are always welcome along. Thank you. Um, enjoy the rest of the stream where I shall continue going off track. Right, next, Speed Snap at the Nürburgring. 141 miles per hour. Well, I mean, that was easy. technically, I didn't go off track there. The race was already over. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Hey, there we go. Head to head at the Red Bull Ring. 1 lap special. It is. Do you know what? I like the fact the limited series is quick. I like it. No messing about. Just get on and race. So Aaron C. Jonas says, I've just seen that your car already has the fully upgraded livery. Yes, it does. Technically, I don't own the car, but I thought, you know what? Let's get that on. Let's get that livery on. And that's how you can tell any of my cars are fully upgraded. So long as you can do it. On some cars, you can't, obviously. In fact, I've just realised there's something else that I've not done. So, I mean, I don't think I can win any more gold from it, but I also like to make sure I've opened up the. Well, you'll see in a minute. I have literally forgotten what you call it. There we go. Another first. Now I have recently lost a couple of head-to-heads, so I don't have 100% record on stream for head-to-heads anymore. Okay, there we go. Another win, nevertheless. Again on Tier 4, it's National Circuit Cup at Circuit de Catalunya. Only 3 laps again. Now, the one thing I forgot to do is the ride height just to open that up. Now, you used to be able to win gold from that because you'd open up ride height for so many cars and you get a gold reward. But I think I've got all of those now. Right, let's get on and race. Nice and straightforward this will be. It is 3 laps. It is 22 cars. But my car is fully upgraded, so I reckon I'm going to be quite a bit quicker than everybody else in this race. Look at that, I'm already up to 4th. Now that's 2nd. Now that's 1st. There we go. In first, 200 yards ahead. Two more laps left. After the initial little bit of messing up at the beginning, I am very much enjoying this limited series. As I said, I do actually think this is quite a grippy car. Even when you go into a corner too fast and it skids, it's doing its best to stick to the road, so can't grumble about that. I don't understand why the brakes are so bad in these cars though. There we go. Third lap. Oh, there we go. There's me going off track. Braked a little bit too late there. With a win. So Aaron C. John says this car is the fastest accelerating car you will have. Let me just check that because I think 1.45 seconds is the fastest electric car that I've got. I think the Rimac Nevera was 1.5. And in fairness, I haven't been really checking the stats on this car. All I know is it's quick. Let's have a look. So 40% there, no surprise. Yeah, I think this is a bit slower. 1.54 seconds. So I'm pretty sure if I went to into road collection and if I went to the sister car, I'm pretty sure that's quicker. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1.45 seconds. So I guess that's the difference between having Furiosa with Furiosa just means it's slightly quicker, I guess. I don't know what that is, technically speaking. Let's go back to the limited series. Whereas this car's fully upgraded and it is just that little bit slower in terms of acceleration, 1.54 seconds. But it is close to being the fastest car in the game. And Aaron C. John says, I don't know how much of a difference this has from the other Pininfarina. To be fair, it's very little. It's tiny. I don't notice it in terms of just general driving, that's for sure. But it is close. I mean, I don't think you can really feel the difference between 1.5 seconds and 1.45 seconds. It's tiny. This is still very, very fast in terms of acceleration. There we go, into second. Right now, I feel like I'm about to go flying off. So we've only been racing for 50 minutes so far, and we're already on tier 5. So I don't think I'm going to quite complete. I mean, I could complete the series. I think what I'm going to do, though, is stop at round about 75%. And then in tomorrow's stream, we'll take this all the way up to 100% and do a bit of racing in the series it's in, I think. And then Wednesday's stream will be back at multiple series. Now, even though I've spent quite a bit of gold, I've still got 600 gold in the kitty, so I think building that back up is not going to be too much of a problem. The time trial competition ends this evening, as does the weekly time trial. So again on Wednesday, there'll be 2 sets of gold rewards coming down. I think for me, it's a total of 65 gold across those 2 events. And then obviously I'll be getting, I think I'm at either 7 or 8 gold in terms of the online multiplayer tournament. So all that stuff starts to bring it all back up. I want to be over 1,000 by the time I get to Friday. because that'll be another event. The intention is to do the Ascension event, and that's another very expensive car. Okay, so next we've got speed record at the Circuit of the Americas. It is the Grand Prix circuit, which means the fastest part of the track will be that long straight about halfway round. Right, let's see what we can do. There we go. Even braked before going off track, just to keep the account with the two dogs happy. And then I've crashed the car completely. I've killed it. I think my acceleration failed then, and so did my brakes. Oh look, I've smashed one of the brake lights. And I think also one of the mirrors was a bit wonky then. Nevertheless, still another first. I am enjoying this limited series. It's fast and it's quick. So you don't get too bored doing it. Okay, we're almost at 50%, coming up to 54 minutes. So next is the Cup. It's at Monza. It's the full Grand Prix circuit, and it's only 2 laps. I'm liking this. I think that is 20. Is it 22 cars or is it only 16? I think that's only 16. Wow. Okay. A degree of consideration as well. Because I'm going to go off track. I seem to be having a problem with my acceleration at the moment as well, just to add to the woes for the evening. See, there it goes. It failed again there. I don't know why. But the little sneaky shortcut over the grass. I'll learn that from all the F1 drivers doing that. Go easily in first, onto the second lap, hugging the grass because you know why not. – 800, 900 yards ahead of second. Over the grass again. For some reason I decided to brake and not go across the grass just there. Don't know why. Final part of the lap. I'm going to brake a little bit earlier because I don't trust this car going around the parabolica. There we go. So that's 50%. That's 50%. Aaron C. John says, bye, Tony. I need to sleep. Well, have a good night's sleep. Catch you tomorrow, maybe. There we go. 50%, 10 gold. And a racer's choice of 20% off another car. Heh, great. Right, okay. So that's coming up to an hour. So as I said, I think what I'll do is I'll take this series today to 75%. And then I'll do the take the car up to 100%, and then I'll do a bit of racing in the series that it's in. That'll be tomorrow's stream. Right, autocross first. It's at the Dubai Autodrome. I don't know why I slowed down there. For some reason, I thought it was a speed snap. I still managed to get first. Just as well, because that would have been embarrassing. Okay. Next, let's do the Cup. It's at Lime Rock Park. And it's, oh wow, it's a long one. It's 5 laps. I mean, longish. 22 cars in the race. I'm probably going to have to put my foot down a bit here to get first. Let's go. Oh, only up into 14, 12, 10, 8. I think I can get 6 maybe. There we go. All right, so we haven't got the nasty little sharp bend in this particular track. That's good. So I'm up into 4th. 4 laps to go. 3 cars to overtake. There we go. First before the end of lap 2. It's so much easier when you've got a fully upgraded car. And it only cost me 817 gold and apparently some more dollars. Oh, and the acceleration has failed. And acceleration is back now. There we go. Not had the acceleration issue for quite some time, so a bit weird it's playing up now, but there you go. 2 more laps left. Already catching back markers. Accidentally took him out there. This car is very enjoyable to drive. As I said, I can get used to the poor braking on this car. There we go, final lap. 800 yards ahead of second. Overtaking quite a few of the back markers. There we go. Car needs servicing. After the initial hiccup, it is free and instant. Endurance. I'm just going past these cars because I'm pretty sure I can get first quite easily. Okay. 2 miles on the scoreboard. Rooms White Pro says hello, welcome back, good to see you again. Thanks for watching, thanks for putting and hello in the chat. And I'm going off track now. No, I'm not. There we go, that's 1 lap done. Already in 5th. Almost got 4 miles on the scoreboard. I'm just going to push really hard with this, I think. Let's see how we get on. I also love how you can skid in this car. It's not quite drifting, but it's not far off. There we go. That's 3rd, that's 2nd, and we've got 1st already. Close. There we go. Oh yes, I'm liking this. Here we go. At the moment, there's plenty of cars to catch and overtake. So I've got 11 miles almost, and I'm at 80 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Oh, no. Thought there was a message there. No, maybe not. Deleted. Fair enough. Okay, so 13 miles, 50 seconds left to go. Does look like the cars are beginning to dry up now, though. They are also going at quite some pace. I don't know why I did that. I'm not sure that did anything. Hmm. 65 seconds left on the clock. Oh, blimey, is that a shortcut there? Oh, well, not with my acceleration button. Oh dear. This isn't particularly good, is it, eh? Off the track, on the track. No cars ahead of me now. They've all disappeared off. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm sort of pushing it a bit too hard now. 10 seconds left. I've got 17 miles on the scoreboard. Wasn't going to get to the finish line. Not to worry. 17 miles is all right. Better than a slap. Vroom's White Pro says I'm saving 1.3 million dollars for my second motorsports vehicle, the Bentley GT3. Well, best of luck with that. Best of luck. Okay. No surprise, the car needs servicing after just doing 17 miles. Believe that's tier 6 done, so we should be at 60%. On to tier 7. We're 1 hour 11 minutes into the stream, so I think I'm going to finish at the 75% mark, and then we'll pick the rest up tomorrow. So, speed snap. Okay, that's first there. Next, head to head, mount panorama, let's go. Should be alright to get first on this, I think. On the basis the car is fully upgraded. Close to going off track there though. Oh, lost it a bit. Oh. Still in the lead though. I tell you what, this is a good car. This ain't bad, I like it. It's winning me over. Okay, I think that moves on to the Cup in Tier 7. Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. 2 laps only. So you see that I like what they've done here. Not big, long, crazy laps. It's a good one. It keeps it quick, keeps it interesting. Okay, up into 10th. I'm just going to hold off back here because they tend to get a bit crazy as they go. Here they go. Look at them. They're going to smash each other off. And they have. Oops. Said Tony. Whoops-a-daisy. Into third. Into second. Just one more car to overtake. Oops. Something smashed then. Into first. Definitely do like this car. Love how snappy it is. And as I said, in fairness, I reckon this car's pretty grippy. Okay, there we go. That is 1 lap done. Let's just see if we can stay in the lead. 200 yards ahead. 300 yards ahead. I'm putting that down as pretty good. $500 yards ahead. Oh, might have lost it there though. Wee. Wee. There we go. That is a victory. Yay! Right, so there's a couple of people in the chat. Pasya Adiancia says hello, welcome along. And Jose Andre Echevarri Espitia, welcome along, and asks, or says, I don't understand English, but what are the best controls to play? And Lord Night Moon has kindly answered that question. He says, Tilt B, no assists, sensors for me. So maybe just to expand a little bit on that, because there is a lot to do there. And it is all to do with how good a driver you are. And you can see me there. I'm not one of the best. But let me just go into the controls. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go into speed record, and we'll just start speed record, and then I'll pause it and I'll show you the controls. So in pause, settings, click on the car icon. Actually, no, let's not do the car icon first. Click on the joystick icon. So tilt B is the best control. So what that allows you to do is brake manually and accelerate manually. You're in control of that. And obviously, you just with tilt B, you're just turning your device left or right to control the steering. Definitely, that's the best option there. The other things that come into play are the driver assists. So again, a lot of people have all of them off, and I would suggest it does depend on how many games or sort of driving games you play, about how quickly you get there. So I would suggest initially, to begin with, if you're not used to this game, then I would probably start with brake assist to low, traction control on, steering assist high. That typically gets you already sort of like setting quicker times. If you can master that quite easily, the next one to get off is traction control. That's a little bit harder to master, but if you master that, you will be driving a lot quicker. And then it's a case of steering assist to low, brake assist to off, and then if you can, steering assist to off. The idea is with 0 assists, you will find you will go quicker, but you will also find if you make an error, it will cost you quite dearly. Right, okay, so let's get on with speed record. I didn't actually check what speed I've got to do. I'm pretty sure I can do it. The car is fully upgraded, so this shouldn't be too difficult to achieve. Let's find out. And it is the full Grand Prix circuit as well, so fastest part of the track is really the second half of the lap, where we've got the long straight. But there you go, I've already done it. But I have gone off track. 213 miles per hour. Let's see if we can go even quicker at the second part. Man, do I like this car. There we go, nice and easy. Whoa. Yeah, that's another first. So, Sire Ardianset says, do you play this every day? Most days, not every day. I tend to stream at this moment in time up to 5 days a week, and that's typically during the week. And then at the weekend, even if I don't play the game, I make sure I go into the game just to get the daily reward. Jose, I'll just call you Jose if that's all right. So, he says, "Thank you very much. I didn't understand much of what you said, but I managed to understand enough." Okay, that's excellent. Okay, so we are now coming up to an hour and a half, and I'm not that far away from getting to 75%. Indeed, the next race will take me to 75%, and I'm going to then use that as an opportunity to end the stream there, and we'll take this series up to 100% in tomorrow's stream. So what I'm going to finish off with, I'm going to do the cup, the Red Bull Ring. Is it the Grand Prix circuit? It is the Grand Prix circuit. So it's one of the longer cups at 4 laps. Let's get on. Let's race. Right, I'm going to see if I can sneak into the outside and go around the outside. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that didn't work. I've got a bit of a problem. I'm only in 17th. Oh dear. 12. So, Pasya says they are a player from Indonesia. Well, welcome along. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for commenting in the chat. Right, let's see if we can sort this driving out. There we go. So I think I've got to go some to win now. Okay, so 5th. So 4 cars to overtake. And I've got 3 laps to do that in. I don't think I want to go that way round. I want to do it on the inside. There we go. Okay, up into 4th. I do see 3rd, 2nd and 1st ahead of me, so they're in touching distance. I think I braked up just a little bit too late there. There we go. If I can get into 3rd before the end of this lap, I can then focus on catching 1st and 2nd. Because they're just starting to, oh dear, they're starting to just break away. There we go, into 3rd. Two laps, 2 cars, and they are right in front of me. Now they are right behind me. There we go, into first. So this is for 75%, and as I said, we'll end the stream once we've got to 75%. Ooh, and they've retaken top spot. There we go. I'm pretty sure I didn't touch him despite the noise that it suggested that I did. Okay, final lap. I'm only in the lead by 100 yards. I'm always just a bit worried about how much braking I need to leave for this car though, because it's not the best when it comes to braking. Indeed, this corner, I think they overtook me the time before, so take me time. Still in first. I am only 100 yards ahead of second though, but this is for 75%. Let's bring it home. Here we go. Here we go. So, Pasha says, without brakes in one lap, bro. Ha ha ha. Fair enough. There we go. That is, we're going to leave it there. We'll finish this series off tomorrow. We will service the car. Now, the good news for those of you out there, you can easily complete this all the way up to 100%. I'm thinking within 2 hours. But I've taken it to 75% and I've been racing this for just over an hour and a half. So I reckon you'd easily complete this within 2 hours, which under normal circumstances would be enough. Let me just go into here to have enough servicing, free and instant servicing. And I do think that's quite critical. So I do like the fact that this particular limited series is only 10 tiers and that the majority of the cups are relatively short, but they're still pretty easy to win. I like that. I like that. I did get bored in the last couple of updates where they had very long cups and it was taking between 4.5 hours to complete the limited series from start to end. I like the fact that this can be done in 2 hours. That makes so much more sense. And if I'd have known in advance, I probably would have done that myself. But I'll save the rest. I have got a reward that I can use in terms of instant and free servicing. I've got either an hour one or a 2 hour one. So in tomorrow's stream, we'll win the car, we'll get 35 gold, and I don't know where I sit at the moment in terms of rewards. Let's have a look. So currently sitting at 24,000 rewards. I'm not sure if I'm going to get anything else. Let's have a look. We'll take that, we'll collect the R dollars. So 24,000, that would take us to 26,000. So yeah, I'll get some N dollars, but there's no gold to be had. But that's fine. Right, okay, there we go. 76%. We'll take it to 100% in tomorrow's stream. And in addition, once we've done that, we'll do a bit of season 4 racing with the new car in the pure performance series. Technically speaking, we should be able to take this car, use this car to take the series to 100%. Not sure that will necessarily happen tomorrow, but that's something that we'll have a look at. Pazio says, nice to see you live, bro. I need to sleep. Fair enough. Hey, get a good night's sleep. See you again tomorrow. Indeed. That will be the case for all of you. So, yeah, let's take the game off screen and we'll just cancel the audio. Um, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one to begin with. I don't know really what happened there. When I started off the limited series in a different stream, I didn't get any free and instant servicing. Normally, you get 3 hours worth, and I didn't get any instant upgrades. It looks like there was just a little. I've never seen that before, but it looks like it was fixed just by restarting the app. Should have known that up front, really. Never mind. Um, but then once we'd sorted all that out, generally speaking, I quite enjoyed that limited series, and the car is fun to drive. So tomorrow's stream, similar time, we'll look to take the limited series to 100% and then do a bit of racing with that car in the series that it's in. Okay. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up or a like. If you'd like to see more content of this style, then if you watch on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel The Fifth Guardian. And if you watch on Rumble, then give The Fifth Guardian a follow. Thank you for everyone that's watched. Thank you to everyone that's put a comment in the chat. It is very much appreciated. Um, hope in terms of what's left of your day, it's a very good one. And hope to see you all tomorrow, similar time. Until then, thank you and goodbye.